Solve y squared plus 3y equals negative 5. I will solve this quadratic equation on the calculator. But first, move constant to the left and change its sign. We have y2 plus 3y, moving negative 5, the constant number, to the left side, which will be plus 5 equals 0. And then demonstrate which is A, B, and C. We have here A, which is 1, B, which is 3, and C, which is 5. Now let's solve this equation using the calculator. Step 1, select mode, option 5 equation, option 3 quadratic equation. As we said earlier, A is 1, B is 3, and C is 5. As we can see now that x1 is equals to negative 3 over 2 plus 11 square root over 2 I, and x2 is negative 3 over 2 minus square root of 11 over 2 I. Going back to the question, as you can see that option B is the correct answer. Negative 3 positive minus I square root 11 over 2. 3x plus 4y equals negative 23 and 2y minus x equals negative 19. What is the solution of x and y to the system of equations above? First, rewrite the equation in standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. The first equation is already done for you, which is 3x plus 4y equals negative 23. For the second equation, you will have to switch between negative x and 2y, which we will have for now negative x plus 2y equals negative 19. Since now we know which is A and which is B and which is C for each equation. Now what is the solution of x and y to the system of equations above? Now I can easily find the answer using calculator. Step 1, select mode, option 5 equation, option 1 solving systems of linear equation. Now for equation 1, A we got 3, B 4, and C negative 23. For equation 2, for A we have negative 1, B is 2, and C is negative 19. Now for x we have 3, and for y we have negative 8. Now as shown in the calculator, option B is correct because x is 3 and y is negative 8. What is the area of base of a triangular pyramid with a volume of 88 centimeters cubed and a height of 16 centimeters? The given here is volume of 88 centimeters cubed, height 16 centimeters. We are asked here to find the area of base. Area of base isn't given. Now, the volume of triangular pyramid is given by the following formula, which is volume equals 1 over 3 times area of base times height. Plug in the given, which we have. The volume is 88 equals 1 over 3 times area of base, since it's not given, times the height, 16. Now to find the area of base, we can combine between 16 and 1 over 3 to be one fraction. It will be 88 equals 16 over 3 times area of base. To get rid of 16 over 3, multiply each side by 3 over 6. Multiplying it by 3 over 16, and 3 over 16. Now, 16 and 16 will cancel out, and 3 and 3 will cancel out. We will be left over with area of base. So, area of base equals 3 times 88 over 16, which equals to 16.5 centimeters square. The correct option is A, 16.5 centimeters square. Which of the following is equivalent to the expression given below? The square root of a plus b over the square root of a minus b. When we have a fraction with a root in the denominator, as you can see here, it's often desirable to manipulate it so the denominator doesn't have roots. To do that, we can multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same root. That will get rid of the root in the denominator. Now we will multiply both the numerator and denominator by the denominator times the square root of a minus b and times the square root of a minus b as well. Now look at the denominator. Since we multiplied both by each other, we can get rid of radical sign and be left over with the square root of a plus b times the square root of a minus b over a minus b, since we got rid of the radical sign. Now, look at the numerator. Square root of a plus b times the square root of a minus b. It's the difference between two squares, which could also be written as the square root of a square minus b square over the same denominator, which is a minus b. Now the correct option is A. Which expression is equivalent to the expression below? G plus G plus G plus G plus G and plus G. As you can see here that we have 6 G's. The correct option is going to be A because we have 6 G's. Probability is the branch of mathematics concerning numerical descriptions of how likely an event is to occur or how likely it is a proportion is true. The table above shows the genders of students who visited a youth club over 5 days. If one student is selected randomly from the club members, what is the probability that the students will be a boy or be on Wednesday? Option A, 0.868. Option B, 0.763. Option C, 0.632. And option D, 0.237. Let's find out the correct option. At first, find the probability of a boy or Wednesday. Probability of boy or Wednesday. These two events are not mutually exclusive, so we'll have to use the probability of a union formula to solve this question, which is the probability of a boy or Wednesday equals probability of a boy plus the probability of Wednesday minus the probability of a boy and Wednesday. The probability of the boys is the total of 24 over the total number of students in the youth club plus the probability of Wednesday is the total students who attended on Wednesday. 9 students attended over the total of 38 students. Minus the probability of boys and Wednesday is the total of boys who attended on Wednesday. 4 boys attended over the total of 38 students. 4 over 38 students equals 29 over 38. To convert it to decimal, the correct answer is 0.763. Since we converted 29 over 38, the correct option is B, 0.763. Let's solve another question. What is the probability of tossing 4 coins and getting exactly 2 heads? At first, we have to find the probability of exactly 2 heads. Let's find out how many of the total possibilities have 2 heads of the total of equally likely possibilities. The probability of exactly 2 heads. So we know there are 16 equally likely possibilities. How many of those have 2 heads? To save time, I've drawn all of the 16 equally likely possibilities and how many of these involve 2 heads. Let's find out how many of those involved 2 heads. This one over here has 2 heads. This one over here has also 2 heads. This one over here has 2 heads. This one over here has 2 heads. This one over here has 2 heads. And this one over here has 2 heads. So if we count them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the possibilities have exactly 2 heads. So 6 of the 16 equally likely possibilities have 2 heads. The probability of getting exactly 2 heads equals 6 over 16. So we have a 3 over 8 chance of getting exactly 2 heads. Thank you for watching.